All right, Brent Porce here with TopVelocity.net. We're going to talk about having a stronger front side. Just got this question. It's a really good question because there's a lot that has to happen at front foot strike. So when they say stronger front side, it's typically someone who's landing, giving out in the knee, or maybe flying open with the glove side. So it really is going to start from the ground up. So this is just ignoring everything you did to get there, which is all very important. But when we hit front foot strike, the reason what we're trying to stabilize and why we need to be strong is because there's energy going forward, and then there's rotational energy where there's torque. So either way, we have to stabilize to create kind of a pivot or a fulcrum for all that energy to catapult or accelerate around. So stabilizing that front side, which is going to really start, like I said, from the ground up. We're going to have to stabilize the ankles, and then it's like we're building a foundation, we're building a house here. We got to stabilize the knee, we got to stabilize the hip, got to stabilize glove side, shoulder, elbow. All this typically, tucks down to kind of add to that stability. So if we fail to build stability up, then we're not going to have that strong front side, which is not going to convert all that linear and rotational energy. So guys that would struggle with a strong front side, obviously our guys are going to be weak, not strong. So someone hitting can't stop that force quickly, so they have a poor, their rate of force development is too low to where they can't stop that force in a short amount of time. So that's going to be a power issue that needs to be addressed in the weight room. Also too, they could have some inflexibility. If I don't have a lot of mobility in my joints, then I hit end of range quick, and then I don't have any more time to even generate more force in that joint because I'm at the end of my range. So, hamstring length would be important, even into the ankle. The ankle mobility is all going to be very important too. A lot of stuff going on with a stronger front side. Also, as well, is when you hit front foot strike, if you don't have a lot of hip rotation, so I'm hitting front foot strike and I don't have a lot of rotation, which if you look, rotation supports extension here. It supports that stability where if you're extending back, stopping weight going forward, you're being stronger. You have to have that rotational component. So if I don't have that rotational component, I'm going to wind up hitting, and then it's going to be literally pushing completely against my center of mass. There isn't going to be any type of support in decelerating that easier with rotation. So if I come into front foot strike and I don't have a lot of rotation, then it's going to be harder to be stable at front side. Also too, if I hit front foot and I'm not going that fast, there probably isn't this urgency to want to stabilize because all this energy is coming around. So the pitcher could get lazy, drop the glove, or he doesn't have a lot of energy, he starts pulling the glove. And that's really talking about how the upper body needs to work with the lower half. So if you don't have a lot of lower power in the lower half, then the upper body could try to create that power, and then that's going to disrupt this ground up stability and transfer of energy. So the reason it's a strong piece is because you can't turn it into probably one cue or one thing. It has to be addressed in the weight room through strength, power, rate of force development, mobility, also through biomechanics of sequencing correctly, hips to shoulder sequencing, and supporting that sequencing with added stability through the glove side to kind of work with that ground up stability to release. So there's a lot going on, but just the key points are going to be rate of force development, which would be falling to strength and power development, mobility to give the joints time to decelerate and create that force, that rate of force development, biomechanical improvements in sequencing, hips before shoulders, and enough energy in that lower half to where the upper body is riding that and wants to stabilize to transfer that energy late. All those things have to be developed to have a strong front side. So you really are looking at building biomechanically a better pitcher across the board like we do with Top Velocity. We address all those issues from the weight room to the drills to the biomechanics to improve things like a stronger front side.